Hello everybody, I am Lisbeth and welcome back to episode 43 of my Oxygen Not Include Let's Play series, where Meep is coming to do a little rescue mish. Harold dug himself into a very deep hole, but he's out of there, everything's good. Get going, Harold, go on. Alright, so I have done most of what I promised. I've dug out this bit here, and that's all ready to go, and I will come in from this side here to do this little bit and this bit up along here, but because I want to make it so there's as little gas as possible in here, because as soon as I open this up, all of this will rush up here, and I mean a lot of this oxygen will actually liquefy once it gets up high enough, because look at this oxygen just chilling here. Yeah, I'm just going to minimize the amount of gas that's in here, because I'll have to pump it out and vacuum it. I've also queued up the cooling, so, ventilation. This is the hydrogen input pipe for over here. And then this will be the, and I need a gas bridge. That will be for the cooling loop around the thing, you know. Now, I will have a few, like... Actually, no, I won't need them in there. So the gas here is going to run past the anti-entropy thermonullifier. It will be in the... Although it won't matter because this is all going to be vacuumed out, I should probably have it in here. But I will run it down through the walls here, all the way down. And then when we get down to the bottom here, which we are slowly... That is, like, such a tiny amount of mercury. It just spreads so far. I've mopped this up several times, as you can see. Just trying to get rid of it all. So that there's more room for the steam and all that, because it's, getting packed up into the two tiles up above here, so it looks like there's more than there actually is. If that makes sense. Now, this is all empty, which is very nice to see. So we're just gonna... finish mopping it up, and I'll have to... I've also deconstructed all of the, you know, bits and pieces, and I will have to deconstruct those and those. And ventilation-wise, this is out of power. Is this broken again? Yeah, this is. I've been having a lot of trouble getting them to fix this pump, so I have to keep an eye on it and deconstruct it and reconstruct it whenever something happens, but we can... It also actually saves material, believe it or not. There we are. And that's on a high priority. Very good. Okay, now, I am pumping... this steam, once it comes out of here, it goes up into here. A lot of it condenses, a lot of it doesn't, but that's alright. Now, for today, I've also done a fair bit of research. When we're done, there we go. So we've gotten this done, we've gotten this done, we're halfway through the nose cone here, and then all that's left is the outer space research for the monument, and all of the research for the cryofuel propulsion. So that'll be pretty cool, to have that all... Ooh. Yikes. So that'll be nice to have that all done. Now that's where the research for the phone is. In notification systems? I suppose that's an okay place to put it. I would have put it down here, personally, with decor or computers. Because when you look at it on the... I think it's under furniture? Yeah, there it is. Let's see what... No one... Oh, that's pretty cool. So that'll be something to include when we're on multiple planets. But that will be a little while from now. Poor Addo's over here mopping endlessly. Maybe now we'll be able to... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, mercury's a very slippery substance. Well, that's why she got to. Look, it spread 2 more tiles. A grams, 36 grams. Anyway, I'm going to get them to drop the mercury in here for now. So that'll be fine. Now, what are we doing? Well, actually, I was going to duck over to my... and I've pumped all of the gas disco into here now. There is still a little bit of carbon dioxide that could come out, but that's alright. And we're doing pretty well in here. This is all below 2 kilograms now. And we've pumped a bit of oxygen up top here. So that is pretty dang cool. I'm actually going to change this to 1,000 now. That way it will keep destroying carbon dioxide for me. I've dug a bit out here too. And we've got this in here. Now, I will have to put a second one. I should actually... No, I think that's okay. Might put the second one here. I was going to put it here, but that's going to look bad. So it'll have to go there. So that has to be deconstructed, but we'll get around to it. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to save... And we're going to scurry on over to my creative testing world, and we're going to run the big sour gas condenser. Whoops, I forgot to tell it to go. Alright, there we go. Load the sandbox. Let's go. Alright, I'm going to make a few little edits to my condenser, because as I said, I want to put a sweepy in there to get the sulfur out, and then I got to make sure the whole thing actually works. I think it should. There's no reason it shouldn't. Here we are, look at that. Down here, there we go, there we are. Sandbox on. Now, whoops. I do need to get... Is that set? Is that set, or does it need changing? Because these needed a duplicate. Remember? How are they going for oxygen? Poorly. Let's just get them some oxygen in there, hey? And whilst we're here, because I don't want them to die, we're going to fill that with oxygen gas. 1 kilogram, very nice. And replace all of that. There we go. Well, that's a bit better. And they're getting more there. Very good. Okay. This is all running nicely, but I'm actually going to snip power to it, because these things will overheat. Alright, let me do a bit of editing here, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, we've got it going. So, what have we done here? Well, pause it. Actually, no, we can keep it running. What achievement? Oh, I don't care about that. Although it would be kind of cool to see what happened. It'll be like a plastic Dreco or something. Who cares? Okay, pay attention. Pay attention. Okay, so, I've hooked it up over here. I've got to keep an eye on this and keep this nice and cool because, I don't have any cooling for in here itself. I think what I'll do, rather than run an extra, like, thermo aqua tuner or something to keep these at a sensible temperature, I will run a loop with a steam room above it, and just run a loop of, like, water or something around. Hopefully keep it around, like, 50-60 degrees. It doesn't particularly matter. It just matters that these can output cold stuff. So we've got ventilation. This comes through here. I should actually cut that off, but it doesn't matter too much. Sour gas runs through, of course, and comes out here. So hopefully this works. The sweepy, I tested it, can fit under a single high thing here. So we've got a nice big heat sink here. And then hopefully the methane... Oh, you know what? That's a pain. Alright. Let's make a small edit here. And those. We want something like... deconstruct that one. Something like that. And then we can deconstruct that one. And we want to clear the floor. Got to be really careful when clearing the floor because it will clear the sweepy out. Alright, pause that there for a second. Plumbing. Like that. That can go. And we'll need, like, power here somewhere. And then we're gonna need one of them and more temp shift plates. Like that. And another pump. So... and I'll have to make this one narrower. Remove that temp shift plate. And we're going to clear the floor once more. Yeah, I don't want to delete the sweepy. Something like that. Plumbing. Something like that. And that's the... This here goes into there like that. Okay, and now we need liquid pumps. And like that. And we'll just clear that. Okay. Hopefully that will now work. I gotta figure out about the methane that will appear right here. I might have to move this over 2 more. Now this can reach both sides of the sweepy dock, which is nice. And now I've just got to wait and hope that this works. So, if we check out the temperature, yeah, that's pretty toasty up there. But it's cooling down, like it's room temperature now by the time it gets to here. So by the time that the sour gas will actually get in here, if we look at this one, it's already below 0. So we're taking a lot of heat out of it as it comes through, because I've got it coming in here at 539 degrees, which is the temperature that sour gas flashes at. Which is pretty cool. Now, that will actually start at a cooler temperature from up here, because it... I know what I want to say. We're going to be putting the sour gas into our infinite sour gas storage first, before it comes back out and into the condenser, because we will start out with all of the loose sour gas around the map, and then I can start flashing naphtha to sour gas. Now that is useful because I can, like... Oh, I know how to fix this. I just need to put the sweepy on the other side from the vent, so I just need to move the vent... like there. And that will solve that issue. I think. Yep, that'll work. There we go. That ought to sort it out now. Right. Now, hopefully, it might be better for me to deconstruct these two here and put tiles like that. And we're just gonna try that out. And I've just got to wait for this all to get cold enough. But that should be full of... That's got sour gas in there, so we should be getting sour gas up here now. At some point. Interesting that it's not going anywhere. And I can't use a mesh... I can't use a mesh tile. So why is that not coming through here? Do I have to now put this up here? Alright, let's deconstruct some of these. This can now go... Yikes. Yeah, no, we can't do that. Well, let's just go back to hoping that this works. And waiting for it. That's got a lot of sour gas in it, that's okay. Alright, I've just got to wait for it, and we can take the heat out of here a little bit. So this is all I have to do. And I've got to be careful not to freeze the hydrogen in there. Because if we look in here, that definitely has sour gas in there. I wonder why... There is definitely no... One moment, let's pause. That is definitely a vacuum, right? Yeah. So why will it not leave the tile here? Perhaps I need a... And this only affects the gases for some reason, which is silly. But what can you do? What? This gas is just voiding, isn't it? It's going nowhere. That's frustrating. Well, I'll just have to bring it in from the side then. So I should be able to now, rather than doing that, let's go ventilation. Bring this over this way to here. And we're gonna deconstruct those two, and that one. And then we're gonna have a... That can go straight into there. Clear all that up. We're going to need one of these, of course. We're going to need one of these and one of them. And then we need one of those. That can go. That can go. And... all of that. Just be careful I don't... Yep, and last bit here. Right, ventilation. Alright, now we've just got to wait that out. You right, little guy? Yeah, no, he's fine. I also need to do that. Alright, let's get some more heat out of here just to make sure. Alright, it's just a waiting game at this point. This has still got quite a lot of... That's better. Now we're talking about it. Yeah, that's better. It's still a vacuum at the bottom here. but that is some sour gas for sure. Now, it is still voiding because this is a vacuum, right? And once it gets below a certain amount, it voids. But I'm hoping once this starts pumping a kilogram at a time, it will start, you know, filling up. Because that's what we need. And I'm hoping that these pumps will pick it up quick enough, the methane, once it condenses, before the sweepy comes along and clears it all up. But we just have to wait and see. We have grams. What's all that stuff? Is that all buried in there? It is, I think. That's alright. Just a waiting game. Should I put a high pressure gas vent here is the question. Or should I put it down one? Probably that's what I should do. So let's run this down like this. Actually, we need that extra one there. And then this can go down like this, and then we snip... how do we do this? That. Alright, now let's get out of here. Deconstruct these four. We need a vent. Geez, just trying to make this work is a right pain. And I need a airflow tile. It's interesting to see how certain mechanics really affect this though. Alright, hopefully that will help out. Well, now that's even worse. Where is... It must... I suppose it has to come in from the top. Well, look at that. Alright. Destroy those four again. And we'll just have to go back to where we were. Actually, I think if I... Yeah, that might help out a bit. Just completely ignore the actual design that I've been given. Alright, let's try that. That's already working better. Are we at a net gain? 3. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I suppose I've just got to leave that for a little while, and I'll be back once I know what happens here, I suppose. So yes, but the sour gas is now catching up here. So that's good news. And let's take a bit of heat out of here. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit once this has run for a while, because it did take a little while for this thing to start working as well. So yeah, back in a bit. Now, just a heads up, there will be no episode tomorrow, because my teensy Micro 2, have I gone with the right name? Yes, my teensy 2.0 has arrived, and I fully intend to spend all of the time that I would usually be playing this game tomorrow to be playing... not to be playing, but to be soldering a keyboard together. So, yeah, just a heads up. Alright, I've had some real bad issues with audio this episode. Things have not been working out well. I've changed some settings around and things didn't work out, and now things aren't going back to normal, so what can I do about it? I really don't know. Okay, but here we're just going through and plotting out our transit tubes for the future. So that's what we're going to do next episode. We're going to sort out our transit tubes. Because I am kind of running out of time here for today. It really doesn't look like it, but I have actually cut out an hour and a half worth of footage here. So tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, the day after, because tomorrow I will be, tomorrow for me, 2 days from now for you, I will be soldering a keyboard together, and I'm on the fence about whether or not I want to actually film that and share it, because it will be pretty funny. I can solder. I solder with an oxy torch all the time, but it's been quite a few years since I've used a proper soldering iron. Anyway, okay, look, more importantly, we are plotting out where our transit tubes go. So here's some things to note about transit tubes. For duplicates that you've had for a very long time, just by nature of the fact that they're running around a lot, their athletic skill has probably improved a lot, just passively, because they've been doing stuff. With that in mind, it actually makes them a bit quicker in general about sliding down poles than it is going down poles through a transit tube. So I'm trying to, here, whilst I'm making these decisions, at the very least make the transit tubes always go upwards. There are a few instances where that's not the case, but I'm hoping that they will choose the shorter path. If not, I mean, it's a couple of seconds, it's not the worst thing in the world. But, yeah, that's sort of where we're at. Now, so I said next episode I'm going to get these transit tubes in. I will also, before next episode, hopefully have all of our research done, or at the very least I'll have most of it done. So I'm hoping that we'll start next episode with us finishing off this research. The other thing that I need to get done is expand the base in the bottom left corner where the radiation area is, which I've already started doing at the point of recording this audio separately to the video that I've already got. Usually I record them concurrently, but today things have not gone very well. I did record this audio, I don't know where it's gone. I am certain I saved it, but I can't find it anywhere. And oh man, it's a pain, but I can't do anything about it. So yeah, that's what we're doing with the transit tubes here. Hopefully that explains everything. Sorry this episode is a little bit shorter, though it'll probably suit a lot of you a bit better. Anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out. I'm really gonna have to call it quits here, because I've been recording, on and off all day. And this is, my third job. Or at least I, block out my time in that way. So I've sort of run out of time for this today. So hopefully it wasn't too bad. Yeah, tomorrow, transit tubes, finish the right-hand side of that tunnel, and I will have all the research done, and then we can start looking at space and, exploring the space map around us. Hopefully, I will be able to get a liquid pump that can withstand up to 500 degrees, which would be quite nice. But if I can't do that, then I will hopefully seriously look at putting this sour gas condenser together. I don't know if the audio's in there, because I do not actually watch all of the footage back. I straight up do not have the time to do that. But hopefully I will have, by that point, made the 1 kilogram a second sour gas condenser work at low tech. So, with steel, liquid pumps, steel, that's it. We've got steel. That's all we can do. So yeah, anyway, thank you everyone for being here. I hope you had a good time. And I will catch you in the next one. Not tomorrow, the day after. I am soldering a keyboard tomorrow. I'll probably record the footage. If you guys say you want to see it, I'll do something about it. But until then, take care. Bye.